Dear teachers, welcome to day 3, and today we'll be discussing about more on how we connect our devices to the internet. But before moving forward, I would like to congratulate all those who have been able to complete all the activities that were set for day 2. So that means you have been able to submit all the quizzes, you have watched all the videos that were set for you to be able to watch, and you also have been able to participate in discussion forums. Because when you participate in discussion forums, that's where actual learning happens, especially when you are in the online environment. Therefore, discussion could be either you have started a discussion thread or discussion post by yourself, or you have also been able to comment on the posts that have been started by other people. Remember, whenever you participate in an online discussion, that means you are actually contributing or sharing your experience with others so that you can also be able to learn from them as well. So please continue participating and sharing your experiences in the discussion forum, and also ask questions as well. Give questions to your peers and then reply to questions that are asked by other people so that they get what they want from your side. However, remember to keep a record of your all the activities that you are doing. As I told you before, what we have to do is we will be required to keep a record of all that we are doing, we are learning every day. And this has been done using Google document that is set from your Google Drive, which is actually created by using your Gmail account. And therefore, every participant is required to keep the record of all that he is learning. And in the end, when we come to the end of this course, we'll be able to share the links with other people, with the other participants, so that you get to get feedback and comments related to all that you have been doing and been learning throughout these days when you have this online course. You remember also in the past, maybe some 2-3 weeks back, we had a survey that was done, which you actually participated in the process. And you remember that you gave some responses to the questions that we asked. And out of the survey, there were 281 teachers who participated in this particular survey. And one of the questions that we asked was, do you own a laptop or a desktop? So some of the teachers replied, but 81.1% of all the participants say that they own laptops or computers, or all together. But then there was one question more. Do you actually own a smartphone? This was a very good answer, where we got about 99.6% of all the participants owned the smartphones, which implies therefore that it's around 100% of all the participants have smartphones. But do we really know how to connect all these devices to our internet? Do we really know how to share the internet bundles that we have? Do we know that if we had bought an internet bundle of 2,000, probably 1 GB could be shared among 2, 3, 4 people in one room, and then you'll be able to do your activities for some period of time altogether, while sharing cost and also sharing the amount of money you could be using, each one of you, to pay for the bandwidth. Now this lecture therefore, or this part, is going to explain on how you can be able to connect your devices to the internet, but again how you can be able to share your network, your internet, with others, so that at some other point, whenever you're using a smartphone at home and you have a laptop, you could be able to use your bundle from your smartphone and then connect to your laptop and then be able to do your activities easily without any inconveniences. So this lecture will be explaining on how we go about this. Now, watch the following explanations and procedure, which will allow you to be able to connect your laptop or your smartphone to your laptop, or you share your smartphone bundle with other people, or laptop bundle with other people, so that they get to share or to get to use your package. So now watch the video that follows. So now we are discussing on how we can be able to connect our laptop and your smartphones all together. So remember, you have your smartphone and you have a bundle, internet bundle, into your smartphone, and then you want to use your smartphone bundle to connect to your laptop so that you can be able to use your laptop well and comfortable. So in the first place, what you have to do is to look into your laptop and see whether you can be able to see the wireless adapter, and then switch on the wireless adapter so that it can be able to receive wireless signals that will come from your smartphone. So first of all, inspect your laptop to see whether you can be able to see wireless network. So in the first place, for this particular laptop, we can be able to see that there is this wireless network here that is shown here, which implies therefore that the wireless network is on. So for some other laptops, you will see that there will be either a button here, which could be either a 4 or 5 or 6, which you have to switch on by placing function key and then pressing on that particular key, depending on the type of the laptop. So that will be given depending on the nature of the laptop and type of laptop. But some other models have some buttons which you need to switch on the wireless button here, so that it can be able to work, to be on and available. So once your laptop is on and the wireless adapter is on, you can be able to come and click on this particular icon here, which is showing your wireless network, and you can be able to see all the wireless networks that are available right now. So you'll see all the wireless networks, Wi-Fi, Studio, Normal, Auto. So you see all these are here. But when your wireless network is off, you will not be able to see all these networks. So ensure that your wireless networks are available, and then your wireless adapter is on so that you can be able to see all the wireless networks. Now, I want to explain how we can be able to connect. You can be able to connect your laptop, your smartphone, to your laptop so that you can be able to use internet from your smartphone to your laptop. But then, if your laptop does not work well, it could be that you do not have drivers for network that can be able to allow your adapter to be on. So in the first place, you need to make sure that you are installing network drivers to your laptop, which will allow your network adapter to be able to be on, and which will allow the all the networks to be on and available. Now, let us have a look on how we use a smartphone and connect a smartphone into your laptop. So for my phone, one of the requirements that I have to have in my phone is I must be having internet bundle or a package, internet bundle. And then to connect to my laptop, in the first place, I click on all the applications. So I see all the applications opening up. Click on settings. The settings will be opening. Click on more. Some of other smartphone features may be different, but more will be working for most of the smartphones. Then click on tethering and portable hotspot so that you can be able to connect your laptop to other many devices. Now from here, you have to allow the Wi-Fi hotspot, which allows other device, especially your laptop, to be able to connect to your computer. So now click on, switch this Wi-Fi hotspot on. So now it's on, standing on. Now because you have to connect to your laptop here, now I can be able to come back to my laptop and click on the network here to make sure that I see my network known as my tower. It is written my tower here. Should be reflected here. Now my tower is here from the laptop. You can see my tower here. But now if I click on my tower here, my tower will be opening up. It will require me to enter a network security key, which implies therefore that it needs a password. Now, how do I get a password from my smartphone? This is a very important point. Listen very carefully. So click on this particular portable Wi-Fi hotspot, click here. Now you'll be able to go to a place where set up Wi-Fi hotspot. You are setting up your Wi-Fi hotspot with username and password as required. So click on Wi-Fi hotspot. Now, if you have a new phone or you have not been able to set up all these requirements in the beginning when you bought your smartphone, you can be able to delete all this available network before and put your own network. So let me say I'm leaving this as it was. And then here down you have your password, which are dots which you cannot be able to decrypt. Now show your password, you'll be able to see all the password that is required here. So for some new smartphones, it will be a combination of letters and numbers, which you can also be able to delete these and put your own good password that will be easier for you to understand. So in the meantime, I'm going to leave all these numbers as they were because everything is okay for me. I can easily remember my tower and I can easily remember my password. Now I click on save. So now, because I want to connect this smartphone to this laptop, I have to enter in this password. So the password is NGEZE12345 Now, the moment I click next here, it allows me, yes, turn on sharing, no, don't turn on sharing. So now the laptop is connecting up. So now my laptop is connected to my smartphone, and I can be able to browse anything. So the moment I go to YouTube or Facebook or anything, so write anything here, my laptop will be reflecting everything, and I can be able to Google anything, go to internet. So basically, this is how we connect our smartphones to our laptops, and therefore any bundle that I have in my smartphone, I can be able to use it in my laptop freely and easily. So this is part one. Now I'm going to explain how you can be able to share your wireless network. Whether you have an internet bundle in your smartphone, you can be able to share with, if you're in a school setting for instance, you can be able to share with other 2, 3, 4, 5 teachers together, or you can also be in your house or at your home. You can be able to share with the other people in your room or in your house who have also smartphones or who have laptops. So I am assuming I have 2 laptops here and I have 1 smartphone. Assuming that maybe I have 2 teachers and 3 teachers altogether, where 2 teachers have laptops and 1 teacher has a smartphone. So I want to connect all of them by using my phone, and so that they can also be able to use my internet package. So in the first place, I click on start again. So I go to settings. I have to switch on to make sure that I switch on my wireless Wi-Fi network on. So then I go to more. Then I go to portable tethering and portable hotspot. Then click, I have to allow Wi-Fi hotspot, and therefore I switch the Wi-Fi hotspot on. So in this case, I'm assuming that all my teachers have their networks connected and they have their laptops which have drivers and which have their Wi-Fi network connected. So now I'm going to the first laptop. So I'm assuming this is teacher number 1. So in the first place, the teacher number 1 has to make sure that he or she has switched on his wireless adapter so that the wireless networks can be seen. So now my wireless network is now seen as my tower, just like the way it is in my phone, my tower here. So it is the same as my tower. Click on my tower and connect here. So now you can see my tower, this laptop is connected to my phone, which is my tower here. So with this, I can be able to go to any browser and then start doing lighting anything and browsing. So this is one. Now I can go, I want to connect teacher number 2 who is using this particular laptop here. So again, I am assuming that the teacher has switched on his or her adapter, therefore all the wireless networks can be available on. Now they are on. Now I log into my tower. Since this is my smartphone, I click on my tower and then I can be able to connect. So now it connects automatically, and now my tower is connected, and therefore I can easily go to my Google browser, any browser, and then start surfing. So you open up your Google and then start writing something. So automatically if you go here, you'll be able to connect everything. Now again, I want to connect a teacher who is using this smartphone here. Okay, maybe it may be in a house where you have your smartphone, and then people have to connect using smartphones, not laptops but smartphones. So again, because my tower is available on now, so what the teacher has to do is to go to settings, and then you go to Wi-Fi. Turn on your Wi-Fi so that you can be able to see all the wireless networks available around. So now I see my tower here is available. Click on my tower. So again, because I'm connecting to this smartphone, this teacher will need to have my password, which I have to give him or her to be able to connect. So again, I browse to see my password. So click here, then you go to setup Wi-Fi, and then I can be able to see my password here. But then since it is not, I cannot be able to read this, I take this and show the password. Now I see the password as, I have to write this password NGEZE, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I'm not sure of what I've written, I just write here, I just click here and see if this is the correct password as from here. Then from there I say that is right, then I say connect. So in this case, I have this phone connected to my smartphone as well here. So now here I've been able to connect 3 devices. It could be your laptop, 2 laptops or a smartphone, or even 3 or 4 or 5 laptops together. And then you can be able to share the internet I have in my phone to all other members of the house or of the school. In this case, we can be able to use the resources well and effectively all together. Thank you.